Hello, everyone. This is Renee Rantmeester. I'm the creator and executive producer of the Cooking Without Looking TV show and podcast. And we have someone extra special for you today, all the way from Brazil. We have Samara Ramos. Samara, welcome.
Thank you.
So we've been working on getting you on here for like a year, haven't we?
Yes.
Well, I'll tell you a little story before we begin. My journey to work with people who are blind started in Brazil, and I visited. I think I told you the story, and I'll tell everyone else. Uh, I visited the Laramara, which is like a what we would call like a lighthouse in the United States. It's like a school for the blind. Are you familiar with it?
Yeah. Wow, that's nice that you have been here.
Yeah, and I loved Brazil so much, and I loved the people. There's just a really special feeling when you're there. I felt like it was very spiritual, and honestly, when I was at Laramara, I felt like they were way ahead of the game, even beyond the United States. There was a cafeteria ran by people who are blind, visually impaired. There was a huge music studio, an amazing music studio. But anyway, so we come full circle with you being from Brazil. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, so I'm very happy to know that you have been here, that you started here. Um, so I'm 26 years old. I was born blind. I can see light only, light and shadows. And I have an undergraduate degree in English language teaching. Sorry for my voice. My voice is not well today.
Well, your English is
Um,
your English is very good. I understand you perfectly. I only know a couple of words in Portuguese, so
oh, that's nice. I will test you later.
okay, sounds good.
Okay, so currently I work as a teacher. I teach online, private. I'm a private teacher. And I'm also looking for a job. I would like to work with kids and teenagers, like middle school and high school. But unfortunately, here in Brazil, we don't have a good accessibility in this field, the field of schools teaching. So I have been approved by some schools, but when I arrived there to work, they said we don't have the material you need. So yeah, I think this is the challenge, the biggest challenge that I have been facing. But anyway, I also had, when I was a child for many years, I went to an association. Is smaller than Laramara. Is in my city. It's called CPC. It's a center for blind people. So they offer computing course, um, what else? Braille course, and therapy, occupational therapy. So I learned many things there. And what else?
Well,
And
Samara,
now I want to study abroad in the US or Canada. And I am learning how to have a more independent life as a blind person because everyone knows that it's a challenge, but we can do it. And yeah, that's it. Is there anything you want to ask?
well, you know what I was going to ask you. You said you were blind at birth. What was the cause of your blindness?
I have a retina problem. A pigmentar
Oh,
retina.
retinitis pigmentosa.
Yeah, I forgot the name. Oh my God.
I don't blame you. That's a hard translation, even in
Yeah, that
English.
is.
Oh my gosh. Well, what else are you doing? And at the school you told us about, did they teach you how to cook and how to clean and things like that?
Not really. Now they have this program, but when I studied there at this school, they didn't have. So cleaning, I've learned like my parents teach me how to clean.
Like everyone else,
Because
right?
yeah, because cleaning is not so challenging. I think cooking is more challenging than cleaning sometimes.
Right, right. I can believe
Yeah.
that. Well, have you like started to like to cook or have you like sort of ventured into it?
Yeah, I have started. Now as my parents know that I want to be more independent and to live abroad, they finally started teaching me how to cook well. But anyway, I need to learn more techniques.
Well, that's no problem. And as I told you a little bit earlier, you're always welcome to call me and or message me or whatever, email me, and I'll help you with that. In a lot of ways, it's interesting because when you're sighted, you learn a certain way, but when you're blind or visually impaired, you can learn to cook as well. You just use different techniques.
Yes.
And some of the techniques I even pick up on, I use for myself. Like there's one with an onion, which is my total favorite. Have you ever tried to cut an onion?
Yeah, I have.
It's like open a baseball, isn't it?
Yeah.
It just sort of rolls around. But the thing I learned and I use myself is I cut it in half and then I slice it. I hold it with a knife in my left hand, or if you're, right-handed or whatever, I hold it with my left hand with a knife placed in it or a fork and it's flat. So then you use your other hand to actually slice it. And it doesn't roll around. You're not playing a game with your onion. And you can use this for apples as well. Any round thing that wants to get away from you or you want to eat, you can use the same method. But there are a lot of methods. Have there ever been a time where like you tried something and then it just didn't work?
That didn't work.
Or more positive,
Yeah.
what did you try that actually did work?
Ah, um, yeah, I think I remember the first time I tried to make a cake, it didn't work. Um, it I made it, but it was not very good.
What was wrong with it, Samara?
Sorry,
What was wrong with it?
what was wrong? I think the time I took before the right time.
So you had
Yeah,
cake soup?
yeah, almost that.
Hey, but all you had to do was put it back in the oven for a little longer, right?
Yeah, this is what I needed to do.
The same thing
And
happened to
also
me.
brigadeiro. Brigadeiro is a very good Brazilian dessert. And the first time I made, it was not very good also because it burned.
Well, no, that's hard to
Yeah, but
hear.
now I can make it better. Now I've
Well,
learned better.
well, describe that dessert. Say the name again and describe that dessert.
Ah, brigadeiro. It's my favorite Brazilian dessert and it's very fast to make, very easy. So you use condensed milk. I don't know if you have it there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you it's made by condensed milk, butter, and chocolate, powdered
Oh,
chocolate.
oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's very good. I can send you the recipe also if you want.
Oh, that would be great. So what do you do with it? Do you mix it in the kettle or what does it come out like? Like
Yeah, you mix the three ingredients until stop how can I say? Until mixing well. You need to be very mixed.
Does it get thick?
Then you sorry?
Does it get thick?
Yes, you need to be careful. So, then you still keep mixing in the oven until the consistency is good, soft. It's you can eat with cake as a covering for cake,
Oh.
or just to eat just when you want to eat something sweet.
Oh my God.
But
What
it's very very easy. You just put in the oven and mix in the pan.
Wow, that sounds really
Yeah.
good. That sounds like something you could put on ice cream too.
Yeah, can be. Can be.
You could put on everything.
Yeah.
You know what I remember the most is feijoada.
Feijoada, yeah. Feijoada, I think I've never tried to make it.
It was good, but you know what? My friend kept telling me, eat this. There was like a little piece of meat in it, and they kept telling me, please, eat this, try this. And I go, I'm not trying it. I want to know what it is. And he goes,
Yeah.
bunny. I'm like, no, I just ate bunny. I guess he put rabbit in there. Do you put rabbit in feijoada?
Um, I don't think so. I don't know. Actually, my mother makes sometimes, so usually uses meat, black beans, and meat.
Right, right.
And you can put any kind of meat you want.
Well, I
It's
wouldn't be
it's up to
making it,
you.
I make black beans and rice, the Cuban version of black beans and rice, and then the Brazilian version. I would not put bunny in there. I won't put a rabbit in mine.
Yeah, no.
You know what I loved? I loved the Brazilian pizza. Described for me, for not just me, but for everybody, the Brazilian pizza.
Brazilian pizza. Actually, I don't know if there is a difference between the Brazilian pizza and other countries' pizza, but there may be.
It was
So we
cheesier.
have we also have you can have many like different tastes like chicken pizza, cheese pizza, and we also have sweet pizza that you can also put brigadeiro in sweet pizza. It's very good.
Oh, wow. That sounds good.
Yeah,
It's
I
hard
like
to
sweet
imagine.
pizza.
What was that?
Sorry?
What were you saying? I'm sorry.
Ah, I was talking about pizza, sweet pizza.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I
I've
don't know
never,
if I don't know the difference between our pizza and your pizza.
there was a
I thought it was
difference.
the same.
It tasted really good. Both pizzas are good, but the crust was different. And I think it was margarita pizza. Um,
Ah, Marga, yeah,
oh
yeah,
my
this
God.
one is very different.
It was so good. I think it had fresh basil and a lot of cheese. It was amazing.
Yeah,
Taste it these years later in my mind.
yeah,
And
yeah, it's good.
what was funny is I was staying in Sao Paulo and I was in the financial district, sort of like the Wall Street district. And then I went shopping in how's it, Rue de Augustine? Am I saying it right?
Okay,
And
okay. I don't live in the city of São Paulo. I live in the countryside of São Paulo,
okay,
but
okay.
it's in the same state. I always go to São Paulo to visit my cousins.
Yeah, I loved it, but so what are some of your aspirations right now? You want to go abroad, and what do you want to do abroad? Do you want to teach English, or do you want to teach the Portuguese, or what would you like to do?
Firstly, I want to get a master's degree in linguistics. Then, if everything works, I can move. I can. keep living abroad. Because I think, I don't know, this is what I think. In my field, my education field, I would have more opportunities abroad in some other countries than here.
Right, right. That makes sense. Please don't come to the United States right now. Please, I beg of you.
Yeah, I heard it from other people.
Oh,
So
it's
I'm choosing
horrible.
my second option, that is Canada.
Canada's very nice.
Canada.
Very
Yeah,
nice.
but I'm looking for a fully funded scholarship because the universities are very expensive.
They are, they really are. But that's wonderful that you have these big dreams and you're going to achieve them. I know you are, just speaking with you. Um,
Yeah.
I know you said your family's sort of like backing off now and letting you be more independent. How did they raise you with this mindset? You're not feeling sorry for yourself. You're not saying, well, I'll never be able to do this because I'm blind. That's a fantastic mindset that you have. How were you raised?
So my parents got the diagnosis that I am blind when I was they realized something when I was 4 months old. Then they started taking me to many doctors in different cities, in São Paulo, in Campinas. Then I was almost 1 year old, and in the beginning they were scared. This is what my mother told me. They were scared. They were afraid. They didn't know how to raise me, how to take care of me, how I would study, how I would work. But I think sometimes the time teaches us. So during life, it was naturally. My parents always treated me as a person like anyone, not differently. Of course, I need some assistance that you don't need. For example, I can't drive, but they always treated me they always treated me as a person who can do anything.
That's great. That's great. And it shows you really do have that positive attitude that, there are plenty of sighted people who never sit around saying, well, you know what, I'm going to get a master's and go abroad. And,
Yeah.
that's truly amazing. Well, Samara, tell us about the recipe that you're going to share with us today.
Okay. So the recipe I would like to share is called coxinha in the air fryer. Here we have the traditional coxinha that is um, not very healthy and it's harder to make. So I think this one is very tasty. I prefer this one also. And it's not so hard to make. So you can use potato and chicken. These are the main ingredients to make, and it's very easy. So you use the oven to cook the potato and the chicken. But after, when you mix it, you need to shape it like a kind of a ball, but with how can I say? I forgot. Almost like a teardrops.
Are they
This is
stuffed? Is
how.
the potato stuffed inside the chicken?
Yes, it's inside. You mix, then you shape, then you can uh paste like cover with the breadcrumb, the chicken and the potato. Then you put in the air fryer for 10 minutes in 180 degrees. Then after 10 minutes, you need to turn in the opposite side. Then you still let there again for around 7 minutes. Then it's ready to eat. I sent you the recipe, the text, if you want to check too. But this is basically how it's made.
Well, you know what? Um, I you telling me about this, I have the hardest time keeping breadcrumbs on anything. What's your secret?
The hardest time. My secret is just just covering, just using your hand to cover the meat, the chicken.
You know,
Just use your hand. I think there is no secret.
Samara, but my crust, every time I do something like that where I crust it or if it's fried chicken or whatever, my crust comes popping off somewhere along the way. And I'm left with like a piece of chicken, little crust floating around.
Yeah, you can use a knife, a fork, but I prefer using my hands. So,
Well, no, you know what? That makes sense. I do use my hands. And as you were explaining this, you reminded me of another recipe I loved from Brazil. The little cheese balls, the stuffed cheese balls, what are you called there?
yeah,
Oh my God, there's amazing. I'm addicted to them.
yeah, it is. It's very good.
What's the name of them again?
The one you said or the one I said?
The one with the cheese that I mentioned.
Bolinho de queijo.
Okay, and the queijo part is the cheese, right?
Yeah, bolinho de queijo. It's
Oh
very
my
good.
God. I used to have a Brazilian store by me and I'd pick them up every once in a while. Now I'd have to find where I could find them again, but they are amazing too. But you know what? Again, I'm certain that my crust would just fall off of them. So we'll have to bring you to the United
Brazilian
States
food
in
is
four
very good.
years.
But I also like American food. I like Italian food.
Well, what do you consider American food? What do you like of American food?
Here we consider American food fast food. Here fast food is considered American food. Bacon is considered American food.
Oh, bacon. Okay, I'm just jotting this down because that is like the funniest thing I have heard in a long time. Uh,
Yeah, but it's true.
oh, that's not even
Hamburger
funny.
is considered American food.
What else? You said bacon
Hamburger.
hamburger. That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. So you don't really consider American food as health food, right?
Yeah, yeah, that's right.
You have to do a couple of push-ups
But
and
I like it anyway.
run in place. Yeah, you know what? I was thinking of that this morning because health food, whatever food each person is different. Like just because there are some experts that say something is healthy, it might not be healthy for you. Like they might tell you
Yeah.
to use less oil or something, but or a different kind of oil, but maybe you like that oil. And in your mind, the health is in our minds as well. If you like something a certain way, like you say, hey, I like hamburgers, okay,
Yeah, and I forgot for this recipe after you shape the balls, you can also spread sorry. You can also spread oil or olive oil, but just a little.
on the top or when you're making the balls.
After making,
Oh,
when you make it, you can spread.
oh, that's interesting. Now, do you shred that chicken or do you?
Yes, yes.
Okay, okay. So you
You
shred the
shred.
chicken.
Firstly, you cook, then you shred, then you spread the oil, then you cook again a little with salt or anything you want, onion, can be anything you like. Then you mix with the potato, you make the balls, and you do the what you like, the breadcrumbs.
Well, that sounds great. And
Yeah.
in 4 years, we'll bring you to the United States and you can show me how to make it. But okay, so as we end this here today, what is your philosophy for living your life with blindness?
I think my philosophy, wow, it's a hard question. I'm a teacher, not a philosophist.
We're just not easy cooking over here, you know.
Uh, um, but what I would say is don't give up. This is what I say, not only for blind people, but for everyone. You can do anything you want.
That I believe the exact same thing, Samara. Exact the same thing. I'm just jotting this down. Now, if any of our listeners, I just counted, we reached 17 countries this month. If any of our listeners want to reach out to you, how would they go about doing that?
They can find me on Facebook. My name is Samara Ramos there. And or on my Instagram, that is Samara Ramos ELT. At Samara Ramos ELT is my Instagram username.
Okay, that sounds great,
Or
Samara.
my mail, if you want, I can tell you my mail too.
Okay, sure.
Okay, my mail is samararamos491 @gmail.com.
Ah, so you were born in April of 91?
No, no, not April 91. April 99.
Oh,
91 was just a suggestion that Google gave me and I used it because I
okay.
already had three mail accounts.
Oh,
So
wow.
I didn't know, I didn't have idea to create the first email address. And Google suggested me this number, 491.
All right,
No,
we're gonna
but I'm
remember.
April 99, not
Ah,
91.
okay. We'll be sending you birthday cards.
Yeah,
Well, thank you so much, Samara. I have had like a
thank you too.
great time with you here, and I'll remember that the American food is AKA fat food.
Yeah,
I love that. And thank you to everyone listening. This is Renee Rentmeester, creator, executive producer of the Cooking Without Looking TV show. Please go to our website at www.cookingwithoutlookingtv.wordpress.com. Please go to our Cooking Without Looking YouTube channel. We've got 160 different shows there, and you can get your podcast anywhere you get your podcasts and any Alexa-enabled device, as well as Victor Reader. And thank you again, Samar. You have a wonderful weekend, okay?
same too. Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna go eat some fat food right now. Take care.
You too.
Bye bye.
Bye.